Hello and welcome to the Online Course Creator Show. I'm your host, Lou Blakely. It's so good to have you back this morning. It is the Tuesday after Easter as I record this, and I actually just wanted to pop in and share a little bit of a quickie episode actually about a really great deal that Kajabi is running at the moment. Now, if you don't know, Kajabi is an all-in-one marketing software tool that is created specifically for online course creators, anyone running group coaching programs or digital products. So it allows you to not only have somewhere to host your programs that your customers can access, but also gives you all of the tools that you need to do all of the marketing and also collect payments. So it's an all-in-one software tool for course creators. It is what I personally use. It is what I recommend my customers use as well. And over the years, I have seen many of my clients really go from strength to strength using Kajabi, and that is because of the simplicity and tools that it gives you to basically do anything that you need to do as an online course creator. Now, if you want to check out this deal, I recommend that you hop over to loublakely.com/Kajabi and you'll be able to get this deal. So that Kajabi is spelt Kajabi. So that's loublakely.com/Kajabi. Now, the special deal that they are running at the moment is 3 months for $99. And this 3 months for $99 is of the creator plan. So there's actually different tiers that give you different features. So the different tiers of pricing cater to how many contacts you have, whether you want a website or you want multiple websites, or how many products you want, how many contacts you have, how many emails you're going to be sending a month, and all of that kind of thing. So you can have a look at that. But for this specific deal, you get the creator plan, which is their highest product. So that allows 3 websites, 100 products, 100,000 contacts, unlimited marketing emails. So it is their biggest plan for the biggest business possible. So you get that for 3 months for $99. However, once you've done the 3 months, you do not have to continue on that highest plan. And I really did want to mention this because not all businesses need it. I personally am on the growth plan, and that allows for me to have 15 products. And that is like more than enough. I don't use 15 products in my business. Now, you can also choose the Kickstarter or the basic. So I recommend, no matter how big or small your business is right now, that you jump on this plan, because you can then select the plan for you ongoing after that 3-month period. So I am a proud Kajabi partner, which means that I recommend Kajabi to my customers and my audience. And when someone signs up using my link, I get a small commission. I recommend Kajabi really because I love it myself. I use it myself. I only ever recommend things that I use myself. I have seen clients have really big wins using Kajabi, and I'm going to talk a little more about that soon. But as an incentive to you to actually sign up using my link, I have some bonuses that you have access to if you do sign up with me. So for this particular promotion, I'm offering you free access to my 5-part mini course, Create Your Dream Offer, which walks you through the process of creating an offer step by step, creating an offer that you love and people actually want to buy using the Dream Offer blueprint. So the whole mini course is focused around this blueprint, and at the end of it, you have an offer that people really want and that you absolutely love to promote. I'm also offering a free 60-minute strategy session with me, valued at $500. So I don't actually do one-off calls, but if you were to book in a one-off call with me, the price would be $500. So in this session, we can sit down together, create your plan, get unstuck, and move towards success with your online program much faster. Now, this is personalized to you, so we can actually meet exactly where you're at, see what needs to be done for you to get to the next step. So both of these bonuses together, the value of them is $600 US. And then you've just got the $99 cost for the 3 months of Kajabi to get access to that. So I think this is an amazing deal. And if you have been on the fence about joining Kajabi, now is a really good time to get those bonuses, but also to get the access to Kajabi for 3 months for that really good price. Now, I wanted to speak a little bit about why I personally love Kajabi. And I think the number one reason is that it simplifies the tech process. So if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you know that I have worked with many, many clients, particularly in a one-on-one situation, but also in courses as well, group programs. And one thing that can really stall progress is tech. There's no doubt about it. And it's not so much that the tech is that difficult, but when you're not someone that loves tech, doesn't feel like they're all over the technology, it can become very overwhelming very quickly. And when you've got multiple software tools, there's a learning curve with every single software tool that we use, right? So when you've got multiple and you have to connect them all together, it can really slow you down, which means that when you want to start making money from a course, when you want to get it out there and start collecting payments for your course and start, the process of becoming a course creator, it can actually be really slow and tedious, where you're not getting the payoff for all the work that you're putting in because you're spending all of your time learning this tech stuff, and no one really started these kinds of businesses to spend their time doing that. Alternatively, you could outsource all of the tech setup, but that can become costly very quickly as well. And then, of course, you've got to find people who actually even have the skills in all of the different pieces of software that you're using. So that's what I love about Kajabi, is it actually has the ability to do most of the things that you'll ever need to do in an online course-based business. And, many of my clients, they've started with Kajabi, but they've also had tools that they were using previously, like maybe an email marketing provider or something like that, say ActiveCampaign or Drip or something like that. And while technically these tools are really good at what they do, what I noticed is that people using Kajabi for some things and then an email service provider for other things, it created this extra level of complexity, and then that just makes things so much more time consuming, so much harder, and then you've got to get maybe your virtual assistant to be doing all this extra work that you've then got to pay for. So what I have really noticed is after a while, my customers have gotten sick of this and they've just gone, you know what, I'm just going to move to Kajabi for my emails as well. And this is just one example of moving another tool into Kajabi. And then I've never really heard them talk about it again, because all of a sudden their workflow becomes so much easier. They can do it themselves. They don't need to outsource it. They don't need their virtual assistant to be continuously setting things up for them, because they're actually so easy to use themselves that it just reduces cost. It means they can move so much faster. And suddenly the tech headaches, they're not even telling me about it anymore, because the problem has gone, which is great for them because they get to move so much faster. So I think, that's the number one reason why I love Kajabi. It removes the tech headaches, especially once you're up and running on the platform, right? And you can move faster. Like, the ease of use is just so good. Now, another reason why I love Kajabi is their rate of development, especially right now. In the last year especially, I've noticed that they are really moving very quickly at making their software better. So the rate of development right now as a software company themselves is huge. So everything is improving. Like, I literally never go a week without getting an email from Kajabi saying that something's been upgraded and gotten better. They've added so many more features recently. So there's a lot of investment behind the scenes. That means that they're able to grow. And as a company, they are growing so fast, which is a really positive thing for a software company. It means that they've got money to invest in their own infrastructure. They have amazing support. I can't actually recall a time where I've reached out to Kajabi and they haven't been able to help me. So they have that great support, but they also have a huge worldwide community. They're a very popular software platform for course creators. So they have a big community that you also then become a part of. They run events. They ran an event in Australia last year on the Gold Coast, which I went to for 2 days, and I actually recorded a podcast about that if you want to go back and listen to it. But that was amazing, a really cool experience, and they're often running those in different parts of the world, and they also do their flagship one in October, and I'm not sure if it's at the same place every year, but last year it was in Southern California. So that's something I would love to go to in the future as well. Now, another reason why I love Kajabi is actually about one of their features, which is Kajabi payments. So it used to be that you just connected Kajabi to your Stripe and your PayPal, which you can still do that, right? But I think it's probably about 18 months ago, they started to roll out Kajabi payments, which is where Kajabi actually manages the payment side of things all the way through. And the thing that I love about this feature the most is that it actually takes care of tax from an international perspective, because obviously when you're a course creator, you can be working with customers all around the world. They can be on the other side of the world going through your course content. That's why something that I think is really cool about this industry. And one of the not so attractive side effects of this is that sometimes you've got to actually take into account tax legislation on the other side of the world, even though you're not even there. The thing I love about Kajabi Payments is it actually does all of this for you. It sends tax invoices out to everyone, and you can apply the tax based on where they are at, or you could choose to include it in the total price, but it is accounted for. So in a line-by-line invoice, the tax will show, which is really great if you are scaling your business and you don't want to be worrying about these things. You don't want to be getting constant emails asking for tax invoices. And, you know, Kajabi never used to do this. You actually needed to buy a third-party software that then connected with Kajabi. And I think that alone was an extra $80 a month. So now Kajabi includes that for no extra price, which is great. So I really love Kajabi Payments for that. It's a very simple system to use. It also allows you to connect Afterpay and Klarna so that people can purchase using those payment options. And I do believe that there are more improvements to come on the payment side of things, which is great. Kajabi Payments is rolling out in Europe at the moment. It's available in the US. It's available in Australia. I know it's not available in New Zealand yet. However, I'm fairly confident that surely that must be coming soon. So Kajabi Payments has made my life as a course creator a lot easier. That is a reason why I love Kajabi so much. So those are the three things that I really love about Kajabi. And honestly, I could talk about it for much longer, but I do not want to bore you with the details. And I think that you should just get in there and start using it for your own business and really get to see what you love about it as well. Now, I wanted to add a little disclaimer that Kajabi is for those people, for those course creators who realize it's worth paying a bit more to create simplicity and ease. And you also need to understand the importance of having a really good tool at your fingertips and what's that going to do for you in terms of speed of getting up and running and actually getting the success that you deserve. So it's not about the cost of it. And if you're one of those people that think, oh, well, once the plan 3 months is over, that's far too much to spend. If you're one of those people that's thinking that, then Kajabi is just not for you, okay? It's for the person who understands that the time it's going to save you is going to give you payback on that times 100, okay? So you need to understand the importance of moving quickly, look at it as an investment into your business, and it's not for those who want Band-Aid solutions for cheap and are willing to sacrifice their time in order to save money, okay? So if that's the way you want to roll, honestly, no shade at all, but that is going to take up time, and time is money. So I have no issues with what I pay for Kajabi every month. It is well worth it with the payback it gives me in terms of time, in terms of ease of use. And I know that I have a system there that does what I need it to do, no matter what. And, you know, Kajabi is for you if you are serious about building a business or an additional revenue stream through selling knowledge products. So that's online courses, coaching, group programs, all of that amazing stuff. If you do not have a business in that space, then you don't need Kajabi. I'm just telling you straight up. If you don't need to host programs at all in your business and you're just looking for a marketing tool, there are better options for you. But if you are an online course creator or any kind of program online, then Kajabi is definitely the right fit for you. And you're serious about growing this business, whether this is all you do or this is an additional revenue stream for your existing business. So if you want to sign up to Kajabi and get this $99 deal for 3 months on the Creator Plan plus $600 worth of bonuses from me, then I recommend that you go to sign up now. Again, you can find the information at loublakely.com/Kajabi, which is spelled Kajabi. And once you're on that page, you just sign up. You will get an email from me with further instructions on how to access your bonuses, and then you'll be good to go. I can't wait to see you in there, and I'd love to have that call with you, that strategy session with you to really help you skyrocket your growth on Kajabi. So that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this quick episode, and if you have any questions about this deal as well, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can do so on Instagram. I'm at loublakely_. Always up for a chat. Okay, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks, course creators and go-getters. You're incredible, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit subscribe in your podcast app so you don't miss an episode. If you'd like to find out more about what I offer, head across to loublakely.com. See you next time.